All right, so we don't have much on watch again, but I would say the best one out here right now would have to be DRCT. And I'm open to buying it around 350 if it does drop here at the open. But my overall target would be this high, which is 390 for the break of 4. So that's basically where I'd be wanting to get in at. I'm gonna take a starter here at 75, looking for the break above 80 if I can. Big sell there at 80. Still gonna hold. Might have to add in here at 50. So I'm in at 75, big bid at 65, selling there at 65 for a 10-cent loss. Getting a little choppy. We might wait for this next 1 minute. That's like a $40 loser. Seller stacked at 70 there, just got taken out really quick. So you can buy a micro pullback once more. Break a 65 here. And now it's breaking lower. There's 50. So I'm not gonna trade it here. I'm just gonna wait it out. Oh, and I've figured it out. It's average execution price. Really, I should just change the execution so that way I can get the actual price here. Because the other one was just it was just price. So it was just price, and it was giving me like some random numbers, and I was like, that's not actually what I'm filled at. So I swapped to the executions, and I realized execution price. So I went back to all orders, and now it's average execution price is what I changed it to. So look at this recovery. Wow, look at that massive recovery there. All the way back down. That's insane. So I'm not interested in this stock now. I don't really care for this one. I tried. I mean, we tried, but not worth it. BRNA doesn't look so bad here. See if we can get sideways consolidation. We'll get in for if it can hold 12. I mean, it's kind of holding, but spreads aren't helping. Too choppy. Never mind. VCSA. Float's kind of high on this one. JMI is hitting the scans as well. Light on volume, but the daily high is right there. Daily high is 39. Could get in there at 30. Break at 39. VERU hitting the scans as well. Ooh, VERU does not look bad. I like VERU here. I don't trust its 5-minute MACD. If it rejects here, then that's just a false break. Go by the dip. Spreads are a little bigger than I'd like. It's a nice break of 50 there. Big bid at 50. I'd rather it double top. Dang, it broke its high. I'd rather it double top and then we average, or not average into it, but we start buying the dips. So let's see, we have support at 25. I could buy my first initial entry at 25. We break 40, hit 30, all the way back down to 25. And then pop back up. So no, that's where I should have bought. Guess I'm gonna have to wait for this next 5 minute. Support now is at 1450. So we have a whole leg up here. You know, I could be buying the back end at this point on a pullback. So no, broke its 5 minute high there as well. I don't want to just buy into this. 1460, it's basically support. Broke 15 like nothing there. See, now this one's ending in a doji, which I don't like. A lot of resistance there at 15. See if we can get the pullback here to 1460 or sideways consolidation in this range. I'd rather see it pull back though. I don't want to see this thing continue ripping, but it looks like it's going to continue ripping here. We're going to break 80 here. It's tough. It's tough. It keeps popping and then dropping and then popping and dropping. So it's gonna. I could have bought that dip, but I was actually hoping that it would break the low there. It's so confusing. I don't want to chase it all the way up here. It's so extended at this point. I could have got in anywhere in that range, but so already missing this big move. I'm feeling FOMO, and I don't want to. I don't want to feel FOMO and then catch the back end. Anything support at 15. New supports at 15, I guess. Next 10 minutes gonna open here pretty soon. I want to get a pullback. Like, I just want this thing to pull back already. It's just ripping, ripping, ripping. The scalps are gonna be a little harder on this one because now this late in the move, it's already popping and then rejecting. So it makes a new high and then it rejects. Well, not even, like, what the hell? It just happened right here, it just happened right here, and then now it's just ripping. So crazy. I've missed this entire ride since 1430. I've had an opportunity every single candle so far since 1430, and I haven't taken out one single move yet. So I've missed some big opportunities here, especially in this one single candle. I was gonna take a long here, just judging by how it finished on this side, but like, look at that, going without me completely here. I feel like I'm definitely chasing at this point if I take it. I guess I'm just gonna watch this one go without me. I'll just record it and try to practice, see what's going on. Why I'm not taking this trade. It looks like it's gonna get halted here without me. That sucks. That really sucks. I just missed a huge move here. I feel pretty stupid. Like, how did I not take any of these moves? And now I'm feeling FOMO, so got halted there. That's it. Missed the whole ride up. Since 1430 I could have been in. For some reason I just never felt comfortable taking any entries here. I guess because I never got a proper pullback. It's just been A little sideways consolidation before a massive rip. That was just a huge rip there. Not what I expected, but I had a feeling it was going to go up regardless though right here, and I wanted to take an entry, but I didn't take an entry just because I wasn't sure based on how this candle finished. It popped up and then rejected, and I was like, okay, that was a pretty quick rejection. I don't want to buy in here for a quick pop and then boom, flush down to 1460. So I didn't want to take that based on how extended it was, and knowing that I'm already getting emotional about it. I'm feeling FOMO, feeling that I missed, this entry, I missed this entry here, and now I missed this huge entry. Like now I'm just catching the back end for sure. Now I don't know what I want to do. It's showing a low resumption, 16. If it actually resumes at 16, that's gonna be insane. So it's showing a low resumption. Now, I think that might be it for the stock. If it can't hold this low resumption, if it can't break through or at least sideways consolidate, I think that's kind of it for the stock. It needed a pullback, so I mean, I'm surprised about the low resumption, but at the open, let's just say it doesn't open low and it actually opens at 16 or 1780, whatever. If it finishes or it opens up around that level, like I'm not gonna trade it. I can't trade it. I have to wait for a pullback. I'm not gonna, at this point, it's so extended. I'm not gonna chase it up there and take a trade. But the thing is, I have to wait for a pullback and realize what kind of pullback it is. Is it a pullback with a bear flag and just gonna trend lower? Or is it actually a pullback and then a rip? Gotta really look at what kind of trade this is gonna be, because again, it's so extended. It only makes sense knowing that everything else is kind of failing. Nothing's holding. Everything else is trash in the market at the moment, in small caps at least. Like VERU is the only one going, so that must catch the attention of all the short sellers. Especially this high and a low resumption. It only makes sense that this would actually open lower, and just tank after this. If we get a massive rejection, it has such a high, like 1680, and if it breaks lower into the 14s again, then I think it's kind of done. Like it would have to show a really good recovery here, and it had to come back all the way to 1680 to look really good. So let's see. Resumption in about, I don't know, 40 seconds, 30 seconds. 16 resumption. So low resumption, massive rip there. Could buy the dip. Not gonna risk it. I'm gonna wait. 1621 low. It needs to pop up here. Back down to the teens on the bid at least. Support around 1550. If it tanks to 1550, it has to pop up. It's gonna have to pop up, or else I'm screwed. The trade's done. That'd be a 50-cent gap there. If it breaks 1550, that's it. So that would have been a good dip entry to buy at 16 there. I'm okay with not being in it though. It's a little choppy in this range. See if we can buy a micro pullback here. Long there at 33. I actually wanted to get long at 20. Now it's in the teens. No, I'm gonna cut it there. I have to cut it there. So that was a lot bigger of a loss than I really wanted. It should have broke. It should have broke already, but it's not. It's having a hard time here. There's 33 again. We're gonna get the retest. There's 35. Not quite. I'm gonna have to wait for some more consolidation on it, I guess. Really chopping the small little tight range here. I feel like it's gonna break lower though. It is forming some sort of triangle here, but low resumption. Take a starter there. Well, wasn't filled at 15. See if it breaks lower here. 7. There's the break. Buying the dip there. Wasn't filled. Oh, now I'm filled. So okay, I'm in at 15.99. I'm gonna go for the break of this high on this 1 minute candle of 36. There's 38. Break of 40 now. Can we get the break of 50 though? See if this can hold. There's a break of 50. Not quite. That's okay. We'll average in. I'll buy into it on a dip. There's the break of 50 finally. 52, I'm getting rid of it there at 51. So that was a really nice trade, 52 cents. Could have held a little longer. Probably should have held. I was gonna buy actually, but I freaked myself out there. I should have bought and averaged into this trade there. 1650, that would have been a really nice trade. 600 shares practically, 50 cents. That would have been a really nice trade there, but fortunately I didn't catch that one. Could have bought there on the dip at 1680 for the break of 17. That would have been a nice quick scalp. Kind of not sure how I want to go about this trade. Next 10-minute will open here pretty soon. A nice pop there. Next support's around 17. So broke the 5-minute high there as well. The break of its last high by 1 cent. So missed a massive rip there, 1650 up to 1750. Whole dollar move. If I averaged into it, that would have worked out perfectly, but let's see, there's a drop to 17. Do I want to buy this drop to 17 or do I want to wait till it comes back down a little further? It's holding 17, so we get that break. Long at 17 there. See if I can get a pop back up. I'm in at 1704 actually, so I'm in pretty high. I'm gonna stop out the loss here at 16. Well, got it. Got out there. Small loss, 5-cent loss. Long there again at 16.99. Nope, selling it there. Saw a big seller there for a second. 1-cent loss there. Stacked up there. Okay, so 1650 is now our new support. So if it drops to 1650, I'll buy 1650. And then we'll look for a pop back up here. MACD on the 1 minute isn't looking so hot though. We got a 2 candle pullback here. Let's see if we can get that drop to 1650. And there's 81. Break of 81. We could see this back down to 70, maybe 60. I can buy 60. 70. You see the 60s here. 67. 68, 65. Can we get the 50s though? So we are kind of bottoming out here. It's finding some support. 10-minute high and 5-minute high are both a target, realistically. But I don't want to keep catching myself on these small loss and commissions. I'm practically break even today now. I could ask myself, is this a pullback to 17 and then a bear flag? Or is this a bull flag? So far it looks like a bull flag. It's holding. But the MACD's coming to a close here. I don't want to scare myself out of this. I don't want to see it break its high right here either. High of this candle is 1706. I wanted to go back to 1750. There's a rejection there. Finishing low now. So I'm gonna wait it out. I don't really have a choice. I kind of feel like I need to wait it out. Give it some time to pull back the way it needs to. Break at 1650. I mean, it has a lot of room down. 53. 2. Could buy the dip if it breaks 50. I'm risking a lot if I buy that dip though on VWAP. Or if it goes to 1650, it has room all the way to 16. If it breaks 1650. Let's see. Take a long there at 77. See if this wants to go. I'm at 66, 76. 74, nope. There's 50. 74. Can we get this back above? I'm selling at 73 for a loss. So spiked up at 79 right there. Took a 2-cent loss on that. This could be a bear flag pullback at this point. I'm really just wanting this to finish high. I'm looking for that break back above 17 because if we can get this 5-minute to finish pretty high, 1706, I mean, it'd be really good. So really small losses here: 2-cent loss, 1-cent loss, practically break even, like 5-cent loss. So we're taking a decent sized amount of small losses here, but it's the commissions that are racking up. So I'm looking for that one move. We have a lot of support here in this range. Now we're finally breaking lower, but if we can hold support and we can pop back up, like if this candle can pop back up and hold, it doesn't look so bad on this next 5-minute. It's still holding support here. Pop back up. So that's where I should have bought. Was the break of 1650, and I said that earlier. I said if this breaks 1650, I could buy that dip. Yeah, let's see. We're gonna get a micro pullback. We had to break a 17 there. We're gonna get a micro pullback. Is this gonna be a false break? I'm wondering. Micro pullback in the 80s, I'll buy it. Long there, basically it's 1706, the highest point, and a flush to 1750, stopping out there at 76. That was a big loss. So that was over a 25-cent loss. That definitely put me right on the day right there, that flush. Getting long again at 85. Seems like it's holding 85. I don't want to miss this push through 17. So there's 1690 again. See if we get the push here. Okay, question is, I could average in. I'm in at 85 right now, so I'm in really high. Should have waited for a pullback on it. But it seems like I'm going to be catching the back end bad here. Like I could buy that dip. I haven't done it yet. So I'm not sure if it's going to hold or not. So I don't want to just buy it and then it tanks on me and I take an even bigger loss than I needed. Because it's not really popping here. I'd want to see it finish around 80 or 90 at least. There it is, it's 84. Nah, it's not gonna work out. I sold there. That's not gonna work out. There's a massive sell at 85 there. So I don't think it's gonna work. Had to stop out with another big loss there. So it was green on the day, had one solid trade on it, but it's too choppy at this point. Like breaking back above 17, I mean it might, but on that candle, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna work out here. I was giving it a lot more time than I needed because of the 5-minute. 10-minute, I mean, I've taken so many small trades. We're down how much? 170 now. I know for sure I was green on the stock at one point, but that sucks. This is a tough stock. It's so choppy, and again, I could have been green this entire ride up, but I choked. There's 1690. Could get in again at 85. Not sure how much I trust it here though. It's so choppy. I don't want to get in for a flush. I'd rather it pull back one more time, honestly. I don't want to see the break of 17 here. I'd rather just pull back. There's the break of 17, so okay. Ooh. It's not really ripping. It's not really pushing out how I wanted it to. Maybe this next 5-minute, next 10-minute. It's having a hard time here. Can I get a better pullback than that? No. So it's gonna go without me again. Broke its high there. Broke its 5 and 10-minute high. So that's it. I missed my opportunity. That's oh well. Now I'm down again. Drop all the way back down to the 50s. Try and buy the 50s again if it drops to the 50s here. Buying in there at 51, looking for this next 1 minute to push higher. And it's just tanking on me. Man. I messed up on this trade real bad. Man. Yeah, no, I messed up on this trade really bad. Okay. Could average in, but break at 17. I mean, that's basically it. I'm in where? 51. I'm in crazy high. This stock's just crazy choppy. I can't do it with this stock. Out of my price range. I'm already breaking some rules here. But I just, for some reason, I just couldn't catch this one. I'm having such a hard time with this stock. And I don't know what it is. Back to 40 here. I'm going to stop out at 46, take a small loss on it. And we're going to try and get in once more for a retest of its 5 and 7 minute high. We're going to go at this again. So it could have been green on this trade here, barely, but take a long there at 40. Well, it wasn't filled at 40. Take a long at 50 now, I guess. It's 55. Gonna go for this high. High of 86. I don't even know where I'm in at. 50 flat. Want to go for the high of 86 on the 5 minute. Adding there at 67. Looking for a bigger push here through 67 all the way up to 80. 70. Can we get the last high break? The last 5 minute high is 1786. I'm gonna break through something there at 85. Get rid of it at 85 there. I was hoping we can get the break at 18, but didn't quite happen. So sold it there. Undersold myself at 75. So added there at 67. Could get long again here for the break at 18. Could have got long at 85 there. Let's see what it really wants to do. Is it going to pull back? We could have got long at 78. 50 would be support though. Didn't see 50 on the bids. Saw 66 as the low. Next 5 minute will open here pretty soon. I'd say the next 5 minutes don't want to do it. And I think it's going to be a false break if it does. Seller's already stacked at 18. So it could buy the dip at 50. If it breaks this low, I could buy the dip. Buy off support at 1750. If it flushes through 1750, then I have no idea what I want to do at this point. That's a big drop. Coming out a little too much, I think. Breaking its 1 minute MACD here. 1 minute MACD just crossed. So I have to give it some time. 5 minute high here is 1799. Same with the 10 minute high. Long there, basically at 50 what? 54? Nope. So it broke the low there. Back up to 50, but kind of want to just exit at this point. It's back to 50. If we can hold above 50, there's 54 again. Can we pop back up above 50 and hold at least? Hit 54 again there for a second, but 53. Seller stack there at 50, selling it at 50 or 49. Built there for a small loss at 49. So now it's breaking lower. Now it's coming down too much, I think. If it can't hold 1750 here, then it's basically done. So man, what a choppy stock. What a tough stock this one was. Sheesh. This one's so difficult to trade for me. I can't understand why. That massive rejection here just, oh man, that sucked. Got in and then boom, flushed on me. That sucked. It was actually back here, I think. It's a tough stock. All this move in the beginning I missed too. That's what pisses me off so bad. If this can finish above 1750, we could take another stab at it. I wanted to finish high though, but the way it's pulling back, it's pulling back too much. 3 candles of consolidation here. It's holding the 1740 support line. It's holding below it, so that's our new support to the short side, I'd say. So if I was to short, then I'd be shorting around 1750, 1740 for a push lower, because now we're not holding anything. 10 minutes of doji. Only way I think this has potential is if it somehow pops above 1740 here. If it comes all the way back to 1740 and hits like 1750, 1760, like for whatever reason, if it does that, then cool. But I mean, they already broke 17 here. I'm not gonna give it that room. I don't think you can do it. But I've been proven wrong before many times, so back above 17 here. 1710. Back below 17. So no, I guess this one's done. ZY is hitting the scans though. Rad. Doesn't it look so bad actually? High float. You have big support there at 50 on VERU here for the bottom. But again, it's pulled back too much. Like this is such a massive pullback, it's not even funny. 5 and 10 minute look terrible. I don't have much faith in it at this point. See if it breaks out low. I'm gonna go check Rad. Rad broke 11 there, but it's light on volume. It's a little choppy. I don't think I'm gonna trade it. DNA halted. Resumes in 2 minutes. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. BNGO. Going back to VERU. If Rad can hold, I do like it for a break back above 11. It's choppy and I shouldn't be trading this. But if it can hold, then I'll get in for a retest based on that 5-minute pattern. I'll have to wait for the next 5-minute, but man. See what DNA wants to do on resumption here. I think I'm gonna watch DNA. Depending on what it does, I might just cut it and end it for the day. I have so many fees. I have 12 trades and I'm down 80 bucks. So I'm glad to be down only 80. Sucks because I know I was green for sure on VERU, but I just couldn't capitalize on it. I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what happened there. I just for some reason I couldn't read the chart right or something. Here's resumption on VERU. I mean on DNA. Could get in there at 38, 43, 44. That would have been a quick scalp if anything. I'd rather it finish low and pull back, but we could get in for the break of 450. It's a quick break of 450. Could get in here at 46 again for the break. 35 support. Wow, okay, so I wasn't paying attention there. I wasn't paying attention to the stock and it ripped without me, Jesus. I took my eyes off the screen for a bit and I was out here doing something on my phone and then I looked back and Jesus, it took off. Okay, let's check on VERU again, actually. So, wow, okay, VERU has a strong recovery here off of the low there on VWAP. My question is, can it keep holding? You do have support around 1680. If it can continue holding in this little range here, I'd rather it break its low, which did it break it? No, it hit double bottom there. Here's a quick pop. High of this candle is 1738, but it 1740 is a real resistance spot here. Trying to get long. Well, wasn't filled at 24 there. So it wasn't filled at 24, but 40 is a big resistance area. See if this rejects. Broke its 5-minute high already, which I didn't see, so I gotta be more observant there. Sideways consolidation before an actual break, maybe. See if it breaks this low here. As low as 1711, I think. Yeah. I'd rather it break its low here and then pop back up. See, there's 12, 11. There's this low, it broke. Can we pop back up? Not quite, we're still breaking lower here. Really choppy stock. Breaking lower on the 5-minute MACD, so nah, I'm not gonna trade it. I'm not gonna give it that room there. PACB, Alti going up. This is another one. Jeez, what's going on with this one? CY resumed. DNA. About to resume here in about 1 minute. So immediately rips there from 60 all the way to 80. They get halted again right here at 88. 87, I mean. This one keeps ripping here too. This one's insane. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. I want to check PACB though. PACB on resumption. That's gonna be interesting. So ending in a doji here. PACB resumes when 21. So we'll go back to DNA. Ending in a doji. Rejection. Let's see if it gets halted going down. 6 cents away from getting halted down. 53. No one's quite stacked there yet. Let's see if we get another push down. So it hit the halt level, and I think the halt level moved actually. So nice bounce there. I could have bought that rejection of the halt because now it's popping all the way back up. That would have been a nice dip buy. Look at that, all the way to 90. Oh my gosh. So what an amazing dip opportunity I didn't capitalize on there. Could have bought it at 76 there. Sellers stacked at 80 now. Back down to 74, 72. 60s now, 95. Jesus, there was a huge seller there at 71. So broke through 71, no problem. But I'm not gonna put my attention on this anymore. Pack B, let's go back to this one. Pack B resumes here in about 40 seconds. 30 seconds. So break of 10 there real quick, and then it just rejected. So quick pops and then rejections. I kind of want to short this one. Kind of want to get him for a short here. I'm gonna take it at what, 90 something. See if it breaks this 1 minute low here. Low is 80, so there's a nice break there. It didn't get a sell in the 60s though. You can break back lower into the 60s. I want to sell in the 60s. I was trying to click into the box there. I don't even know where I'm in at. 73, 72. One more push, not quite. Could have waited for this next 1 minute, but 75. So 96 to 75. That was a good short trade there. I had a feeling because it rejected twice, it snapped down twice. I could have waited for this next 1 minute open to break its low again through 50, but I just decided to get rid of it, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna pop. So wow, look at that drop. That would have been a nice short position to keep holding there, but I should have. So nice. Now I'm only down 25 bucks. Cool. So that was a last minute trade, but I'm for sure gonna have to wrap it up. I really need to go. It's already getting late for work here. So, whew, 25.75 is when I'm down, thanks to all these commissions here. But you know, otherwise I would be green technically, I guess. Well, no, I'm lying. I'm lying because my net P&L's red anyways. So either way, I mean, if it was unrealized, then cool, I'm banking, whatever. But it's not. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Down $25, 25.75, and that's what it is gonna be today. So let's go back and review and see exactly what I did wrong on VERU. I'm gonna go back and, you know, try and retrade it and see what's going on, and then after that, I don't know. After that, we'll see what tomorrow has for us, I guess. But gotta review carefully. Nice pop there. Look at that huge rip. Dang, that's a huge rip there on PACB. All the way up to its halt level 90. Wow, that's insane. What a recovery. These are some crazy stocks today. We're seeing a lot of momentum, a lot of volatility. It's at its 200 here, so it's false halt. This is crazy. Will we get a major rejection? That's what I'm wondering. Not quite halting here. Now it's starting to stack. So that looks good. There it is, halted. Wow, what a move. Okay, I'm glad I got that recorded. I'm not gonna record resumption though. I'm gonna leave it. So for those of you in on PACB on this dip, congratulations. That's a massive move there. Y'all did work. But anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow.